Well, good morning, this is Rick. I hope everyone's having a great day. It's first thing in the morning, it's Sunday morning. I've had a bit of a lie-in. In fact, I've only just woken up, so I'm a bit not completely with it today. Big thanks to everybody for all your great comments in the last video. Really appreciate them all the time. Like I say, even if I don't get a chance to reply to them all. A lot of people did ask in the last video, actually saying that a lot of people, several people asked in the last video, what do I do for a microphone? What I've got is a standard over-ear microphone. It's just a generic one. It's not actually a specific make or model that I know of. And it just simply plugs into, via a little 90-degree adapter, it plugs into a Zoom H1. And as you can see, the little VU meter, hopefully on the H1, there we go, there. It just picks up my voice. And that's what records it. I record it on an input level of around 70, 75. Any more than that and the voice gets a bit distorted. So anyway, I thought I'd get into the habit of making a video. Now I'm not out on the road again today. It's a rubbish day out there. It's just rotten, it's rough and sort of not very inspiring. There's a little bit of sunlight. It's sort of peeking through the big clouds. But I'm still in winter hibernation mode at the moment, so I'm not really in the mood to do a lot. But like I say, I want to at least make a video once a week, even if it's just, you know, sort of a bit of a nonsense video, really, just to get kind of back into the habit of things. Now I've got a new breakfast routine, and I've just got myself a little device called a nutribullet or nutribullet. And it's basically like a little what do you call it? Like a little blender, but it's a little bit more than that. And I thought it'd be useful because it's quite small. It sort of makes cup-sized smoothies, basically. You can do other things with it as well, but the thing that attracted me to it was the fact that you can chop up linseed oil. I've got some linseeds here, organic linseeds, which are supposed to be incredibly good for you, but they're no good to you in the whole form. They have to be powdered down. And the problem is, as soon as you chop them up, they're only good for about 2 or 3 days, and then apparently the nutritional value just kind of breaks down. So you can just do small volumes at a time, and so that's what I've been doing. And this thing came with a milling tool, and it does a really good job of chopping these things down into powder. So I'm going to make a little smoothie this morning for my breakfast, and what I've done is I've got some spinach, and I'm going to have to move the camera now to get my freezer open. Let me you can have a peek at my freezer if you want. Right, let's have a look. We've got there we go, got these things: strawberry, pineapple and banana smoothie mix. So I'm going to be using those because I only get an order from the supermarket every sort of once a week or once every week and a half or whatever. Fruit and things like that tend to go off fairly quickly, so I thought if I get frozen, it'll make life a little bit easier. So what you got to do, let's put some light on here. What you got to do is this spinach is kind of designed for cooking. I think you need to wash it really, because it's not organic. I did go for the organic, but they didn't have any, so it's a bit of it's like an alternative. But let's whack some water on that, just give it a little bit of a clean. I try to use organic whenever I can. I just don't want to get involved with herbicides and things, but sometimes you just got no choice. Well, I suppose it all depends where you shop. But there we go, let's stuff some spinach in there. Can you see that all right? Yeah, you can. They think, well, raw spinach for breakfast, it sounds revolting, but when you mix it in with some of the fruits and things, it's not bad at all. And this is all part of this kind of going wheat-free, this wheat-free diet that well, it's not a diet, it's just I've decided to cut out wheat to see if it has a positive effect on my general health and stomach issues that I'm continuously having. And so far it seems favourable. It's only been a short amount of time. I'm giving it a couple of weeks before I make any sort of major assessment, because I've read in a number of places that it can take a couple of weeks for everything to settle down again and you kind of get used to it. But there we go, just a few pieces of strawberry, banana, I think a couple of pieces of pineapple in there as well. They just add a little sweetness. And I've been using this stuff, which I kind of quite like. I'm trying to stick away from the dairy and too much sugar as well. But this I use dairy-free stuff now, which is this cocoa dairy-free. It's coconut milk, but it actually tastes pretty close to regular milk. I can use this in my tea, and you can't really. Well, you can tell the difference, but not significantly. But anyway, I'm just going to whack a bit of that in there like that. That's it. That's all I'm going to... Oh, my linseeds. That was the other thing. I'm going to use about half a cup of that. I'm just going to whack that in there. Or half of the contents of that. There you go. That'll do for tomorrow. No, I don't want to put any... I was going to put some... I've got some little walnuts and things, but to be honest, I prefer eating those whole. Here we go. Right, so that's what you do. You screw the little lid thing on, and you got this, and then you just literally whack it on there like that. And you can either push it down and hold it, or you can push it and turn it, and it'll stay. Does that when you turn it on? Right, it hasn't fully done everything. I think I might have overfilled it a bit. There we go. There you go. It's chopped everything up really tiny. And that's it. That's all there is to it. And then I can just kind of sip on that for the next hour or so. It's quite thick actually. I'm going to whack in a bit more water, I think. I think I put a little bit too much spinach in there, but that spinach needed using up, so that's not a big deal. Right, I might have slightly overfilled that. I'm sure it'll be alright. Let's give it a quick whiz. There we go. That's a bit more drinkable. And they've got these little, there we go. Got this little thing here, goes on there, and it just turns it into a little cup, which is quite good. So, there we go. And I've got one drink. Let's give it a go. I'll take the mic off, so you don't end up all the way horrible gulpy noises. Really nice, actually. It's a bit ice creamy. I think what I'll do, I'll drink a little bit of it and I'll add a bit more water so it makes it a little bit runnier. But there we go, that's breakfast these days. I have to say, the weight has been falling off, although apparently it does that anyway. When you do this wheat-free thing, it's something to do, it's quite technical, but it's something to do with you losing... they say it's salt that makes you retain water, and because of this diet you kind of lose that. Oh, ooh, presents. I think I know what that is. That's my if it is what I think it is. Yeah, I ordered a bobble. Oh, there we go. That's one of these. This is just basically a water bottle. One of the things you need to do on this this wheat-free malarkey while you first get into it is to stay hydrated. So this is like a little water bottle with a water filter in it. And my mate Kev's got one of these and he swears by it. He says it's really good. He just keeps it sort of nearby all the time and it's always full of water and he's constantly sipping on it and it's just kind of just keeps you... It's a way of keeping you hydrated. I suppose there are less fancy ways of staying hydrated, but I thought, give this a go. It might work if I've got this kind of with me. So anyway, we'll give it a try. Okay, so where was I before I was so rudely interrupted? Yeah, this wheat-free thing. There's this kind of scientific thing that I don't understand in the background that stops you from retaining water, because apparently a lot of the weight we carry around with us, if we're sort of a little bit overweight, a lot of that's kind of water retention, and that's something to do with the salt. I don't fully understand the science of it, but basically when you go on the wheat-free diet, it kind of unlocks the body's need to hang on to water, like it does, with this whole kind of wheat thing, because apparently this guy, it was, it's my mate Sean from the Hort Channel TV. He recommended it in the first place. He sent me a video that is on YouTube, and I'll put a link below to it. It's quite interesting stuff. And this bloke's going on about wheats and grains and how they've changed since over the last sort of however many years, or 100 years or whatever. And the modern wheat that we're having now is nothing like the old-fashioned wheat that sort of our grandparents used to eat. And he reckons it's causing all sorts of things, including like insulin spikes and things like that. So he's kind of advocating this wheat-free diet. So I don't know enough about it either way, but as you've probably seen in previous videos, if something seems like a good idea, I'll give it a go, have a try, take a stab at it. Obviously, diets are, well, it's not a diet, but it's the way we eat is a very individual thing, and different things work for different people, and I guess half the fun is trying to figure out what works for you. But so far, results have been slightly favourable. As I said, I've been losing weight. As far as losing weight so far, it's only been about 4 or 5 days, maybe 6 days. But I've lost about sort of 2 pounds, 1.5, 2 pounds a day in weight. But that I know that'll level off very quickly, and then hopefully it'll just be a steady decline. But anyway, sorry, I don't want to wax on about this because it's just far too early to tell whether this is worth pursuing or not. But I'm sticking with it, and we'll see what's what in a few weeks. So there we go. That's it. Oh, the other thing was the kitchen. I've had another rethink on my kitchen. This is me. Where are we? Hope you can say it. This is my kitchen door. Now, originally I was talking about blocking in this door so that I could put wall units here. But if you look at this picture, this was the let's trip over this box. This was the original design picture that I had, and to be honest, I thought, do I actually need that many kitchen units? Because one of the things that keeps playing on my mind is if I block this door in, this hallway is going to be incredibly dark, because I'm going to be getting a new front door shortly, and it's not going to let in as much light as this old 1970s door. So I thought it would be nice actually to be able to walk in and just kind of have this open walk around plan. I think it's going to make the place feel a lot more open. So instead of having kitchen units here, I can still remain with a doorway. I just basically have a kitchen between these two doors. This is my living room door. This is my kitchen door. Between here, I can just have a fridge and freezer just sat here, and then I'll have the kitchen units around those walls. I'll come up with another design to sort of reflect that, and I think I'll probably be going for that design. And it's also going to save an awful lot of faffing around because I haven't got to fill in this door. So that's the thinking I've got at the moment. But the kitchen will be done. I've decided to leave it until next year. I'll get Christmas out of the way, and I'll start work on it sort of early spring, I think. So that's it from Rick World. Once again, just another little video. Just wanted to put something up once a week. Like I say, just to keep me in the habit of putting a video up once a week, even if it's not a very interesting one. Apologies for that. I will do an interesting video at some point soon. But I know you guys have said, just put something up. Even if it's you just rambling on about whatever, it doesn't matter. You guys have kind of expressed that to me. So I'm doing that. I will put something up once a week, even if it's really boring like this one. But hopefully, more interesting videos will come when that energy and inspiration is there. I will, or the idea, because one of my problems at the moment is I just, I think, right, I really ought to make a video. I have no idea what to make a video about. And I know somebody has expressed an interest in me making a video about video cameras. I can offer the benefit of my knowledge if you want, but my knowledge is very dated, so I kind of feel a bit conspicuous or a bit overly conscientious about putting up a video about cameras and things, because my knowledge is kind of a little bit out of kilter with modern technology, and it's kind of moved on a bit, and I haven't, if you see what I mean. So I feel like I'm putting out like false information. Well, not necessarily false information, but out of date information. So I've kind of been a bit reluctant to do that when I sort of sit down and talk about them. But I might have a go. and kind of impart the benefit of what I know from my own perspective, if that's going to help anyone. Another thing I got asked recently was a video basics. I have no idea how to put a video on YouTube. Where do I start from scratch? So I could do a start from scratch video. I keep thinking about that, but it just hasn't materialized yet. Anyway, sorry, I'm going off at a tangent again, so I'm going to sign off here. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great rest of the day, rest of the week, and I will make a decent video very soon, so hang in there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again. Take care. That's nice.